Hey, what up, boys? Today's video is a quick breakdown of the monthly live stream that took place on the 25th of June 2021.
Yeah, I'm confused.
You can watch this live stream this time every month over on Intrepid's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Ashes of Creation. And hey, if you're new here, sit back, relax, and grab yourself a beverage, because today's live stream was a banger, and I'm excited to break it down for you today.
Okay.
Now,
All right,
with all
let's
that
see it.
bollocks out of the way, let's begin, shall we? So as usual, they gave us the studio updates going over the recent discussions, followed up by a reminder of our upcoming Alpha 1 dates. Then Stephen took the reins and explained that today is a big day for the Alpha 1 test, as they are implementing a lot of back-end systems to create a smoother experience during the sieges. And actually, I have a video I'm very excited to get out to you tomorrow about these exact changes. So
I'm actually really excited about the sieges and stuff like that in the game. Like, I think that's going to be so fucking cool. And if they have it working properly, that's really what matters the most. Like, playability matters more than anything else.
Look forward to that. As Stephen continued, he explained that the team is nearly back into the studio and ready to work again at maximum efficiency. So it sounds like updates are going to be rolling out like crazy on the Alpha client, which is really exciting to hear because the updates they've given us so far have really been quite regular. Finishing up this intro segment, they moved on to the main event. And oh boy, this time they gave us something completely unexpected.
What was this?
Right off the bat, we're greeted by 4 of their beautiful NPC cosmetic sets, being sported by Toast, Margaret, Michael Bacon, and Stephen Sharif himself.
That's
the
cool.
location they've landed in for today's clip is in Elwyn Ruins, which used to be a mage stronghold. And as they explore the area, the atmosphere it gives off is the first thing that jumps out to me, showing us a ghostly, foggy ruin populated with the ghosts of lost soldiers. These kind of areas that tell a story without actually having a scripted event or quests.
Did he say Elwyn Ruins? I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure he didn't say Elwyn Ruins.
To explain it all are really what make these kind of open world games so immersive. Stephen then showed off the boss for the area, and just the pure size of it gives off an intimidating presence.
That's cool.
Even though it is just a bigger, more decorated and intimidating version of the smaller ghosts, they did a great job of making him subtle enough to still look like he belongs in the area, compared to what some other MMOs do out there at the moment. Finally, the big surprise of this slightly shorter clip this month was the reveal of the early iteration to the passive skill tree that they revealed to us.
That looks a lot better than it did. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot better than it did. I'm glad that that's actually being improved on. Thank God. Obviously, it's still like not perfect, right? But I mean, it's definitely a lot better.
I can't say too much about it specifically, as we don't get to play with it until tonight, but Stephen did say that it will change depending on which archetype you've chosen. Before moving on to the art segment, they discussed a few of the subjects related to the combat, philosophy, and bug fixes over the next 20 minutes of the live stream, but I'll address most of these in tomorrow's video, as it involves a lot of technical issues that they've made amazing strides towards fixing, but haven't quite solved it completely yet. To break down the next 20 minutes of the stream in 5 words, testing good, not testing bad.
What a joker.
Okay.
So let's move on to the concept update next, and what they showed us was some real coggy stuff this month, such as candlesticks, wooden blinds, and flags. Riveting. No, but seriously, the art team is doing such a great job of transferring the art from real-life examples to concept to finally finished 3D.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that stuff? I think those look cool. Yeah, those are definitely cool, absolutely. 100%, man. This one's gonna be different. No way my PC can handle this. I don't know. I think that it'll be decent, right? This will look sick. Everything in the game looks cool. Yeah, the thing is, like, I do worry. So, like, one thing that the game definitely has, like, running sideways in the game feels really gamey. Like, it doesn't, like, it doesn't feel like you're running. It feels like you're sliding. Like, I saw that earlier. Like, that definitely is a problem, because that's something people are going to be doing constantly, and like they're going to see that all the time. So like having the movement down is like super important, and that's like one thing that Blizzard actually really does very well, is they make sure that they have fluid movement.
in-game models, and with some of them it's really hard to tell which is a concept art piece and which is a real-life picture. The Ashes art team is doing a great job. The only thing that concerns me with this is that when an MMO goes for a more realistic art style, their game tends to look very outdated very quickly as technology progresses and an MMO's engine is stuck in time. It'll be
like photorealism I do think is always it's a losing battle whenever you're doing games, because not only is it a losing battle because the technology improves and gets better over time, but it also is a losing battle because it removes people from being able to play the game because the requirements are so high to run it.
Interesting to see how Intrepid tackle this issue years after release. Before moving on to environment art, they took some time to discuss some of the new shop signs designed for the village stage of a node, and these signs are just oozing with personality. What excites me the most about this stuff though is the possibility of customizable signs that you can place outside of your own player shop, with these signs being built in something like the Spore character creator, if you guys are familiar with that.
So can you draw a dick on your sign? Like, that's if you can draw a dick on your sign, I'm actually looking forward to playing this game. Yeah, if you can do a dick sign, then that's what matters.
And understand what I mean. Went on a little bit of a tangent there, but we moved on to the environment next, and this month we're blessed with a video. But before that, Steven devilishly teased their vision for how fishing in an environment like this would look like later in development, searching for different types of fish and the vibrant, shallow water sea life that we may see in this environment. As you can see, the video goes through this environment in-game in real time, really helping us to visualize the teaser that Steven gave us earlier. I too cannot wait to just come home from work and relax for an evening fishing in a spot as beautiful as this.
I don't really care about fishing. Like, fishing isn't that big of a deal to me. It's like the thing with games to me is like the games live and die by their community and their systems and like their base gameplay. Like combat, does combat feel good? Are the systems in the game good? Like WoW, the reason why WoW was always successful for so long is because it has very, very fluid and responsive gameplay, and for a long time it had a very big and active community. Like whenever WoW was at its biggest, it had good systems, a good community, and those are the two things, the main things that really matter. Fishing being good or not, I don't give a shit about this. I don't think most people do. It's make the systems work, make the game play well, and people are going to play the shit out of it. Fluid in terms of what? Fluid compared to most other games. I would say WoW is an incredibly fluid game compared to many games that are out there, especially MMOs back then. WoW was like way, way farther ahead in terms of fluidity.
Last segment of today's stream is the usual character updates, and we got some new hairstyles for the female and male dwarf, the female elf, and a few human hairstyles too. Then we got some NPC armor concept updates, showing off one of my favorite sets, Death's Hand. And this set really reminds me of some deep sea worshippers, so Cthulhu content soon. Next up we got the Steel Soul with some new weapons. Very sick looking set that will definitely be
this is what I like seeing, right? Like, this is badass. Like, let's look at some more of this shit. Yeah, some big ass fucking axes and some helmets with horns on them and shit. That's where it's all about. The other stuff is like, yeah, whatever, but that's what I really, really like. Frost Death Knight, yeah, 100%. Is this guy paid? No, he just likes the game. The thing is, a lot of people are like really hyped about Ashes of Creation, and they really just want it to be good.
Of some badass looking Death Knight type enemies. Then we got a whole new model of one of the oldest concepts they've ever showed us, the Wrath's Harbinger, which was a pack from August 2018. We also got a new variant to this model too. I'm really excited to see these animated in-game and even put into the world as a boss, hopefully sooner rather than later. And that's pretty much all I got for today's video. If you're new to the channel and you're from Reddit, please consider subscribing as I release a new video every 2 days.
So the thing is, like, a lot of people are saying that there wasn't any gameplay, and I do think that's a huge problem. That's definitely a huge problem, because like if you don't have any gameplay, then you're just gonna have like that's what matters more than anything. The thing is about like gameplay, Chad is pessimistic Andes. I feel like Chad is like, here's the reality, is like Ashes of Creation, like at very bare minimum, guys, I want you to understand this. At very bare minimum, Ashes of Creation will be good content for a week. Like, it will be good content for a week, guaranteed. And you know what? That's pretty fucking good. Like, for a lot of games, they don't even last a whole day. So it's going to be great content for at least a week. Now, is this going to be the next MMO that changes everybody's life? I don't fucking know about that. But I do think that it's going to be good. Let's just say that. Developers who care about the game, absolutely. Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, I want to just play a new game, man. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, I don't give a shit about any of this other stuff, like the talent trees being dumb, looking dumb. People don't like the talent trees. They think the boss looks dumb. Like, any of this stuff, none of this matters to me. I just want to play the game and have it be good. That's all I give a fuck about, man.